Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. I am doing like a really impromptu get ready with me video. I figured I owed you one. I owed you really what I owe you is a catch up video. And the quickest way for me to give you that is to just get ready with you. If you follow me on Instagram, if you follow my stories, you know where I've been the last 2 weeks. This was totally unplanned, me taking a little break. My dad had a stroke and then he had a seizure. So I've been like, my whole life has changed. If you hear TV on in the background, my dad's watching TV in the living room. I can't turn it any further down, so I'm really sorry. But yeah, so I figured what I would do is just do like a really quick makeup, application, and then just talk you through where I've been, what's going on, how it affects, my future, what you're gonna see content-wise on the, especially for Vlogmas, because if it weren't like the holiday season coming up, I don't think you'd actually see much at all. But because I had planned on doing Vlogmas, you're definitely gonna see a shift. Because I know I've talked about it a fair enough and like hyped it up a lot. So, yeah. And then I'll talk you through like any new products that I picked up. I'm a little scattered and I haven't filmed in a while, so kind of forgive me if I seem a little out of it. I'm the most distracted I've ever been in my life. So, but I need to go run an errand, and I need to just, get my life kind of back now that I'm home. So I figured, why not put a little bit of makeup on like I've been doing. I'm just gonna kind of put on what I've been wearing the last couple of weeks because it's really fast, and I'll talk you through everything. My primer that I just used was the Givenchy Prisma Primer and Prisma Primer in the color correcting broad spectrum SPF 20 in rose. It's like kind of a pinky brightening one. And then I've got the Amore Pacific Cushion Compact that I use every day, will never live without it. I'm obsessed, and I use shade 104. Okay, so then next up is my concealer. I got a new one of these. I actually spent 18 hours in Dallas. We had tickets to Joe Rogan, like dead center front row. And my dad was still in the hospital and he was doing amazing at the time. So they said it was totally fine for me to go. So I went ahead and I flew out there and flew right back. But I flew out there and I had run out of makeup because I didn't know how long I'd be staying in Ohio. My dad had the accident in Ohio, which he doesn't live in. He just happened to be there for work. So I just kind of had like a one-way ticket. I didn't know how long I would be gone. I took what I had and then I realized, oh my God, I'm gonna run out of stuff. So I ran into Neiman Marcus and picked up like 4 things. Only one of which I've used before, which is the Touche Éclat High Coverage Concealer from YSL. I really like this. I've been using the Givenchy concealer, the newer one, lately. Hi, Alice. Hang on, let me go close that door so you can hear me. I've been using this one, the Givenchy Teint Couture Everwear Concealer. It's fine, it's not my favorite thing, so I wanted the YSL one back because I do like that one better. Personal preference though, like, I find that on me, I like it better. So, this isn't like, I'm so distracted. I'm overdue for everything. I'm overdue for lash extensions, I'm overdue for my hair appointment, I'm overdue for nails. So I look kind of crazy, but it is what it is, and we're gonna get there. So I'm gonna look a little wonky for the next 2 weeks until everything gets done. I can't do anything about that, but in the effort to stay transparent, I'm telling you. Okay, I'm gonna do a little tiny bit of contour. Okay, so I'm gonna walk you through what kind of has happened. So Thursday, the 7th of November, I had been working on my house that whole week. Like Monday, I need more of this now too, shit. Monday through Wednesday, all I did was Christmas stuff. And you saw my one holiday decor. I went out on Wednesday, I think, and I bought more stuff. I went to Home Goods and I spent a ton. And I got a lot more. I was going to film that. Obviously I did not film that. And I've, you know, for the most part, kind of put everything up already, so there's no point in doing it now. But anyway, I'm so sorry. It's gonna be so confusing. But yeah, so I was working on my house on Thursday, and I was working. And I was on my computer. I got a phone call from my dad's friend saying, hey, I'm on my way up to Columbus. My dad lives in Kentucky. He travels, though, all over the country all the time for work. So it's like super common for him to be out of town. More common than not. Anyway, so she called me and she's like, hey, Sarah, I'm on my way up to Ohio. Your dad's had an accident. And I thought it was a diabetic thing. I thought it was because he can get hypoglycemic sometimes. So I thought he had a hypoglycemic episode. And she said, I'll let you know when I get there. So then she called me back. And I said, let me know if I need to fly. She said, okay. She calls me back. And she says, this was at 4:51 on Thursday. By 7:30, I had a plane ticket booked. She had called me back. She'd gotten there and she had said, okay, you need to come up. It's a brain bleed. They hadn't technically used the word stroke yet, but it's technically a stroke. Strokes happen, from what I understand, from what was explained to me, 2 different types. There's the tissue, and then there's like blood in the brain. My dad still does, have blood in the brain. So on his right side, he has a huge, according to the surgeon, brain bleed. And the pressure it had created on the brain was what was affecting his like mobility. He was super sluggish. He couldn't walk, all kinds of stuff like that. He had fallen down and kind of came to, according to him. Picked up a phone, called his friend. His friend called the GM of the hospital, or excuse me, of the hotel, who showed up with a wheelchair. The GM took him to the emergency room. If he hadn't been taken when he did, he wouldn't have made it. They didn't wait. They waited to tell me that until I was in Ohio, like until I was in the building. Thank God, because I would have lost my damn mind. But yeah, so that was super scary. New product alert. I have the Sisley Fido Poudre Libre, which is it's their loose face powder. It's in 2 matte. I seriously have no idea what I bought when I was in Neiman Marcus. I was so scattered. But the lady sold me this. I came to find out she sold me this because it was $95 and she works on commission. But I do actually like it. I don't know if I would tell you it's worth 95 bucks. But, you know, whatever. I like it. It's fine. It also is awesome for travel. This thing is like amazing for travel. So in terms of a travel powder, this is my favorite one. Does it justify the price point? TBD. I have had it for like a week. But I am very grateful that I have it because it does do a good job. Okay, so I got there. I was on the first flight out Friday morning. I got there, and when I got there, he had originally had a surgery scheduled for later in the afternoon. When I got there, they had moved it up and they'd already done it. He said he was recovering well with no complications at the time. So I saw him that day. I saw him. He knew me. He seemed like normal almost. You know what I mean? Like aside from like the fact that he's a giant horseshoe on his head, he seemed normal. And he had like a big turban on. They had like the dressing kind of looks like a white turban, and like, you know, all that other stuff. And then so we stayed in the hospital for a week and a half. They actually were going to discharge us 6 days prior and send us to inpatient rehab for 5 to 7 days, but the insurance company was taking too long. So he had made so much progress that they said, oh, just go ahead. You guys, like, you know, you're doing high level PT anyway. So you can actually just, we'll greenlight you to take him to Texas, because he was gonna have to stay with me anyway, because he can't be independent. So we get to his house in Kentucky. I am like speeding through this, for the record. There's like way more to it, but I don't really want to cry, so I'm trying to like avoid the emotional parts of it. I slept in a hospital for like 2 weeks of my life recently, and I'm gonna do a travel skincare video because I have like nailed it down. So anyway, I took him home to Kentucky to pack him up. He hadn't been home 24 hours and he had a seizure. I was moving the rental car. I came in and he was having a seizure. So I took him to I called the ambulance. I called 911. Ambulance came. From the time I called 911 to the time he was on stretcher was 12 minutes. They checked him out, and what I kept saying was like, the one nice thing was he didn't do it in a car, and it had been after a week and a half of being in a neuro care facility. So I knew all the questions to ask him to like make sure he was like kind of online. And then his post-ectal phase, which is like this phase of confusion that you're in after a seizure, he knew a lot of stuff. He just gets confused on certain things, and his like strength, balance, coordination isn't good. So like he can't be unsupervised. Somebody has to be with him, and then he has to. He can't drive for at least 3 months. He can't live independently for at least 3 months. So he's gonna live with us. So like the good news is he's here for holidays and he's safe and we made it. If you follow me on the Insta stories, you saw me like crying. You saw me like just talking it through because I was like posting this in the moment. And I know I'm kind of hopping around, I'm sorry. But if you follow me on stories and you were DMing me, I really tried to make an effort to say this to you, but some of y'all, like the timing of it, like I just wasn't all there. I really want to say thank you. Like from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. You have no idea how much your support and your love and your thoughts and your prayers and your good vibes and your positivity means. You have no idea, and I'll never be able to fully articulate how much it meant, how much it continues to mean to me. My dad is one of my absolute favorite people in the world. He's one of my 3 favorite heartbeats on this planet. And I literally, like, I just can't handle. Like, I kept telling him, like, you can't go yet. I'm not ready. So it just really, truly, thank you for everything that you guys have sent me. It means so much. I'm so thankful for you. Yeah, so, he had a seizure, and then I was able to, like, since I was in the hospital with him, I had all the answers for all the questions, so at least that was nice. And then we got discharged the next day, and we were told to go. Like, you could go with, the intent of, like, find a doctor in Texas ASAP, because he has to have, like, routine CT scans now for a while to monitor the blood. Because he didn't have a rebleed in the brain, which is what they were concerned about. And then also he's just not going to be carted around anymore because he's like home. So he's going to live with us until they tell us that he's completely safe to be independent. And until he's 100% clear, he's going to live here. So we have a 2-story home. We have a pretty big home, and he can't do stairs. So he's sleeping downstairs right now. He's using like the master's on the 1st floor, so he's just like right outside. He's using the powder room, and then he's using my shower. I have a lawn chair in the shower for him to sit on. He has to have a cane. He has to take anti-seizure meds. Like, he's just got all these restrictions on him. But yeah, I mean, again, like, I'm kind of blazing through what happened because I don't want to cry. I've cried a lot, but that's where I've been. A lot of y'all have asked how I'm doing. I've been better. I have lost 5 pounds in 2 weeks, which is really hard for me. I don't think I've ever lost 5 pounds in 2 weeks. Stress is incredible for that. I don't recommend that diet, but it's working. I've said this a few times on stories, but like, I've never had to really be a caregiver. Like, I've had to like take care of somebody for, where the hell did I think I moved? I've had to take care of somebody for, like, post-surgery and stuff, but never like this, like never like every step they take kind of thing. And I have a whole new respect for caregivers and just people that can do that. It also makes me just super, super thankful that I'm in the position to where I can do it. Because I know, I mean, not even speaking for anybody else, just speaking for my own life, I know there's been plenty of my life that I would not have been able, I wouldn't have been able to afford to go up there, to take this kind of time off work, I wouldn't have had the space, I wouldn't have had the means, any of that, right? So I'm just really, really grateful that at least, you know, the way it happened, he's okay, and I'm able to just be present with him. That means a ton to me. Something else that I've really like tried to convey is my sheer appreciation for modern medical science and for like medical personnel, medical professionals. Okay, I really truly cannot, if you guys are nurses or PSAs or doctors or literally anybody who is in the medical profession, research, whatever, thank you. Thank you. You saved my dad's life. Thank you. New product is a brow pencil. It's also by Sisley. You can totally tell I was just like hooked. I have no prior experience to Sisley. But I was just like, whatever. I just want to get out of here because I could not focus. But I do like it. It is a little lighter, which I'm kind of in the mood for because I feel like my brows lately have been really dark. But yeah, so if you guys work in medicine, if you guys are like maybe in school or like considering a career in medicine, do it. It's the Lord's work. You guys are doing amazing, amazing work. And I'm so thankful for these people who took such good care of my dad and who, you know, did everything they could to make our stay more comfortable and who answered all of my crazy questions and who tolerated. I literally slept next to him most every night, and I needed all the information. I'm a science brain, so I want to get technical with you, and they were so patient with me and so like, I mean, I would almost say appreciative of the questions. I had a couple of nurses or whoever, social workers, say like, oh, it's really nice to have family that cares. Like, that's refreshing, which kind of startled me, but at the same time, like, I don't know, it's not my business what other people's lives are like, but like, I'm very thankful that I have a good relationship with both of my parents, and I'm in a position where both of my parents, you know, they're boomers, and they're not, like, both of my parents are basically retired now. My dad is gonna retire, and now he's on disability, because obviously, but yeah, and you know, it just makes you really grateful for your life and for if it was gonna happen, how it happened. So, you know, it's just, I think in light of, I'm like definitely more emotional as I've gotten older, but like, it's one of those things where it's Thanksgiving and then it's the holiday season. It's my favorite time of the year, and it means so much to me that I can bring him home, and that I'm even able to bring him home, that he was able to survive, right? And I can bring him home to a house that's full of warmth and cozy, you know, joyful cheer, not to get like hokey, but like, my house is comfortable, and it's, you know, it's home, and there's life here, and there's family here, and you know, it's decorated for the holidays, and that, I think, has I mean, there's studies about how twinkle lights put you in a better mood, but like, you're just comfortable, and he doesn't have to worry about anything, you know, we've got everything under control, and we can do it. And I see a lot of like videos and stuff where people talk about how it's hard, people are very quick to judge about how people spend money on the internet, right? Like, ugh, I can't believe you would buy that. and whatever, like, live your life. If it makes you happy, do it. But it means so much to me to be able to give my dad respite and a place to heal and to recover and to be comfortable and to be safe and to be like, I found him a doctor. He's got a doctor's appointment scheduled. Like, we're gonna get him PT and OT and all that kind of stuff. He's gonna be okay. He has to be okay. But the fact that I'm able to do that, the fact that like somehow my life has shook out in a way that, you know, through the sheer timing of it all, this is okay. This is manageable. This is not going to break me or break us or anything like that. I'm so unbelievable. I'm like humbled by the amount of gratitude I have towards that, and towards like medical professionals and medical science, like modern medical science. It's just, I know the word awesome is thrown around a lot, but like it's awesome. Like it's awe. There's just nothing but awe around it. Like what they can do, how quickly they can get you information, how quickly they can track stuff. It's just unbelievable. So I'm just really, really grateful for all of that. Okay, I really hope this video like kind of makes sense. I'm gonna put it up one way or another. So just if it doesn't, throw me a bone. You know, I'm not working with all my faculties here. What else can I tell you? Vlogmas is going to be a little different. I'm still going to do it. I did promise that I am going to do it. But I don't think it's going to be as active. Like, I'm not going to be going and doing as much stuff as I kind of plan to, just because he has to be supervised, which means he's either going to be with me, or so he's either got to come with me, which means he has to have his cane or walker, and we have to do things in a way that doesn't overwhelm him, which means, you know, way less frequent, or he has to stay home and somebody has to be with him. So we have to kind of figure all that out. But I'm still going to do Vlogmas. I just don't necessarily know how, like, in public it'll be now. But again, like, it's real life. I'm not going to hide that from you, especially not when it's like, you know, this huge part of my whole existence, like my dad is. So, yeah. I am doing very minimal makeup, as you can tell. I just did a little bit of, like a little bit of eye makeup, a little bit of the lip, and a little bit of complexion, and then I'm gonna put my hair up in like a somewhat better ponytail, not this, because this I'd put up for the shower, and then I'm gonna go run my errand, come home, get more stuff done. I did laundry for like 24 straight hours, actually more than that. I've done, not 24 straight hours, but you get my drift. I've done laundry for over a day. I'm trying to get my house put back together, trying to get, you know, settled and unpacked, and just make sure we've got everything we need. Instacart and like, you know, plan Thanksgiving and coordinate doctor's appointments and make sure he's got his stuff and what time is it, and, you know, all that, right? So, yeah. I had planned on like having all this Vlogmas stuff already prepped, and obviously that didn't happen. So I have no idea how Vlogmas is gonna go. Now, it's not gonna be nearly as produced as I wanted it to be. I wanted it to like look so good, and now I think it's just gonna be kind of chaotic, but that's life. And I'm okay with that. Although I will tell you something nice, like something that like made me cry in a good way. I came home from driving 2 straight days with my father, you know, who's a 2-time stroke survivor now. 2 heart attacks, 2 strokes, skin cancer, diabetes, all kinds of shit. My dad's Superman. My dad is Superman. Anyway, so I came home, and y'all know I'm a Griswold. My whole front yard, my whole side yard is like a tour of the inflatables department of Home Depot. It is unbelievable. And there's lights. They're coming today to put the lights up on the rest of the house, but the lights have been put up, and then like they're gonna get finished today. It's just like I was just sobbing. It's so elaborate. I'm not like, I was never like a huge I like outdoor decorations, but I've never been like really into them because they're expensive and you're not outside all the time. But like all these little kids are like coming up to us on the street and be like, I love your whichever inflatable they love. And I'm like, oh my God, this is fulfilling all my Griswold dreams. I'm so happy. So, yeah, that was like one of the, if not the greatest surprise of my life, one of the greatest surprises of my life. Because I couldn't even process it for like 3 hours. I was so overwhelmed. I was so tired. I was so stressed out. And I had just been driving for like 17 hours, not including stops, to get to Texas. And I knew my dad was getting antsy. And, you know, it's just like, oh, what an amazing way to get greeted. And this is what I mean, like, I tend to practice gratitude, like I think it's really important, but I think you need to have perspective in your life. But when I came home to that, I was just like, overwhelmed, because it's to be gone for 2 weeks from your family and from doing what you're used to doing, and to come home and to see something that was done so elaborately just to make you happy and make you smile and make you feel like, you know, it's okay. It's like, so yeah, it just meant the world. It feels so good to be home. Yeah, so I know this is an extremely random video and I am sorry if it was confusing. Look how crazy this looks. I have to wash my hair, but I'm like out of all my shampoo practically, so it's coming. I ordered it. Anyway, so yeah, I hope this video finds y'all well. I hope you guys have a really wonderful holiday. I am determined to. I'm so excited to have Thanksgiving. I have, in my opinion, the most incredible reason to celebrate and to be thankful. And I feel like, you know, I just mentioned this, but I feel like I already practiced gratitude, but now I've got like all the more reason to turn that thing up, because, you know, blast the volume on it basically, because like he's my miracle. Like that's a miracle what happened to him and that he's still alive. So all the reason to be grateful this year. But anyway, I hope you guys have a great holiday. I'm gonna try to post a couple more videos before Vlogmas starts. We're gonna kind of see how that goes though. So in case I don't, happy Thanksgiving if you're in America, and if you're not, I hope you guys have a great rest of your month and week and all that kind of stuff. And that looks ridiculous. I don't even know what's happening anymore. Whatever. What do you want me to do here? I'm so overdue for all my appointments. It's crazy. I don't even know if that's cute. Does that work? That's gonna have to work. I'm a mess. But yeah, so I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you guys have a great week, have a great rest of your month, all of that. Nothing but love. I am so fully converted to being that kind of person. I feel like I already was, but now I'm like broken through a whole new level. Yeah. And thank you so much. You have no idea. I'll never be able to thank y'all enough for all the positivity and the encouraging words and everything. It just means the world to me. I love when y'all tell me where you're from and you know, are pulling for him from all over the world. It's just, it makes me cry. Like I can't even articulate it. It's just like humbling and so, I'm just so grateful. Anyway, so yeah, have a great day guys. I'll see y'all later. Bye.